Top 5 Criminal Justice Research Topics. Criminal justice policies and mass incarceration in the United States. The U.S. has one of the highest incarceration rates globally, largely influenced by policies related to drug offenses, mandatory sentencing, and parole limitations. This research investigates how these criminal justice policies have contributed to mass incarceration. It evaluates reform efforts and alternatives to incarceration, including restorative justice and community-based sanctions, in an effort to develop a more effective and humane justice system. Criminal justice and the privatization of prisons. Privately operated prisons have become a controversial aspect of the modern criminal justice system. This research analyzes how profit motives can influence incarceration policies, sentencing lengths, and inmate treatment. It investigates whether private prisons improve efficiency or contribute to mass incarceration and explores alternatives that prioritize rehabilitation, public accountability, and justice over financial gain. Gender bias in criminal justice decision-making. This study examines how gender influences outcomes at various stages of the criminal justice process, including arrest rates, sentencing disparities, and victim support. It analyzes whether men and women receive equitable treatment and how societal stereotypes about gender roles may shape judicial decisions. The research also explores the unique challenges faced by women as both offenders and victims within the justice system. Criminal justice reform and racial inequality. This research explores the persistent issue of racial disparity within the criminal justice system, particularly in arrests, sentencing, and incarceration rates. It examines how systemic biases have developed over time and evaluates current reform efforts aimed at promoting equity. The study also investigates the effectiveness of alternative justice models, such as restorative justice, in addressing racial imbalances and fostering trust between marginalized communities and the justice system. Criminal justice and wrongful convictions in the age of DNA evidence. Despite advances in forensic science, wrongful convictions remain a major flaw in the criminal justice system. This study investigates contributing factors such as eyewitness misidentification, prosecutorial misconduct, and inadequate defense. It highlights the role of DNA evidence in overturning convictions and calls for systematic changes to prevent future errors, emphasizing transparency, accountability, and proper legal representation. Find more research topics on studycorgi.com.